sorry guys, I was just talking to my brother about
Louder.
wasting
Louder.
each other's lives on sometimes. Carbohydrate. Yeah. Ah.
No, I'm not.
Krish.
Like
Over.
you slaves?
Over.
I think so.
Krish.
But you. She'll be the kick of yours.
Clean. Trista. Scree.
You don't seem that nice. Like a death.
I'm not.
King.
Gaga.
Mark a death. You will be done soon. This is like 13,000 people, but who cares that one person? I mean, 64 people are about to die. I mean, it's only... Well, I didn't mean to... And just like that, everybody alive. Ready? Let's watch the door. The tree has to... Oh no! They're winning. Oh crap! Actually, no. I'm not about to let these whoop. I know a way to stop the wars here.
Oh.
Here. Yeah, they needed an alliance because we have to stop these crystal rats. But how could we end every single one of them subtly? Oh well, who cares? Anyways, let's go and find out what will happen if I am to speed up to 20x speed. As the happiness grew, the people have created monsters. Wait a second. The Lilliputans! So this was founded in many... Okay, this looks like it's a time to sprinkle a bit of peace everywhere. Just because we can't have another, repeat. Look at all that. Ba, 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 ba.
Rup, 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 rup.
A wide selection of different animals live. It can refuse to eat poison by palladium though. Shortly after the dragon was built, it immediately died. It wasn't exactly immediate though. A certain farmers that treated plant a pumpkin decide to harvest. I might slow down to about here. Yeah, right about here. This is when the age of 99.999 hypnotic Ontestine, Impachine, Lipatine, Umpacatina, Lipustica, Numbertine, years later. This was the year when the lava world broke out of its shell. A once destroyed land suddenly grew back out of nothing. It returns the daylight. But on the other side of the world grew a massive rock cavern, nearly identical to the one that was found inside of the lava area. Except, here's the thing, it wasn't any normal area. It contained polluted dirt. Acid that rained grew here. Trees, bushes, very few bushes or plants were lucky to grow. But it was said that anybody who came were to be dropped. But something were to be dropped right by it. What's in you? But everybody here is cursed. The second stage of the world was the growth spurt. Everybody here was not blessed, but hurt. But here's the thing. In a lowly populated area, the first people ever here caught something called the plague. drove everybody mad.
Rascal. Like Peter. Quackly. Peter.
Suddenly, land right here. At insane warp speed, many meteors struck. One direct area, 3,000 per second. This was only the beginning of it. People who lived here, the boat 86 and 87 were destroyed, followed by 88 and 9. Suddenly, the docks have been stripped and struck. And as people drove, a strange laser hit people, such as a piranha was killed. And a boat was annihilated, carrying hundreds of thousands in gold. And once it reached 100, something strange happened. A once-in-a-lifetime event that never happened again happened. First, 2 types of bombs fell. Well, that was really it though, but the third type of bomb fell far, far away. But it hurt. It can hurt people. Nearly kill you. One fell just barely far away from their land, but it was pretty far away. They thought they were safe until it got closer, annihilating 15% of the land of the lemons. The lemon people were forced to leave, incapable of living where they were right now. The lemon people regathered some of their lemon land and let it grow, let it grow, let the growth spirits of the grocery stores grow. The lemon people were forced to start all over again. But on the other side of the world, something happened. 14,666 different explosions happened. They had no trace visible, but one thing was for sure. The taser bombs were returning. This was the first historic moment. The bomb struck. The bomb suddenly. Santa thought he was safe until... Ho ho no! He nearly died. Suddenly, the line of terror, they called it at the time, struck, and Santa was killed. He may not have been close enough in the range to be killed, but he wasn't killed, was he? He's not there, some said. Others said, give him coffee. The final one said, burn. But none would. The scary creatures, though, he used, there were few left for good. Oh no! Every single place, suddenly, the two ears had peace with all each other. They had an ally. They had peace with each other, but only two had unity, and the rest, no, they didn't ever have unity again. Except the bad part happened so very recently. The bombs returned. Chapter 3. The bombs returned. But suddenly, a roaring sound ripped through the sky. Something was coming bad, big, and with the power of a big boom boom, annihilating 76.593% of all life in the area. But that wasn't even it. The line of terror never stopped. It was followed by pre-extinction bombs, as they called it. The world that they once lived in was gone, except the thing is, the times that they once lived in were not gone. Everybody was fine after that, just a bit traumatized due to the water damage to their emotional damage. Everybody could not wait to survive anymore because they're all around. Suddenly, something never seen before happened. Lava, infernal rain, came. It was never peak again, but it was painful. The cloud rose. The acid was coming on. Although this land was a bit skeptical and scared, They knew that their bases could not hold up for much longer against their lava rain, but happily they got a happy ending. Or for them, a slightly happy ending. If you count having 99.999% of your population rained on by 99.9999999 drops of lava in total. That is just only combining new prices though, but never mind. The circle of life always comes full circle. Anyways, this incredibly dangerous area, named the Extinction Akachakati Metopoly, it melted through galvanized steel like air, but life still found a way to live. Well, if you count dying living. Smart boat with dumb boat problems. We suddenly multiplied at an extraordinary rate. 96% of them were killed though. Evolution never sleeps. Bah, bah, bah. Evolution. Evolution. It was never said who survived the longest. But Giselle, one of the many smart spirits. Giselle, the god of Volomacrusty. Chicken metamorphosis? You got to be kidding me. They have chicken metamorphosis. What? Who designed this? Why do they have chicken metamorphosis? Bum doo 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 rum bum bum. Could you the not This by the death. Fire and acid blast can kill anybody. They're swords. Why wouldn't they slay as many people as they can? No, but I'm just going to like a couple patchouli. Nope, still no. Bernard Starwood. Speed up time. Yeah. As time passes, as time passes.
I'm down.
Really, everything bad happened. Is happening after 60 or so years, or something like that. After 660 killings, so many deaths. Alliances formed over bonding relationships. As the world grew, the deaths were less. A tornado was summoned. An immense amount of tornadoes formed by land. Woohoo! The peace of the ally was weakened once again. Aw, the spicy children. Suddenly, once in a lifetime event happened once again. The death of 9 billion people happened. Some may say the ending of everybody, and the history of everybody's. died. First, it wasn't that bad at first, but slow motion reveals a shocking truth. The ears were and the wolves were the first to go, engulfed in flames, as they all watched each other suffer and die. Three members were destroyed, and the wolves were second to die. But their island was no longer an island at all, but more a larva state out of pipe. The island was dissolved. Next came the Digasaka village in followed by Gaga and Berga together. Well, finally found by Proto and saved the one. It seemed as if life itself did not want blood. Very few ocean plants survived. Suddenly, Blair and all these other cities were destroyed. Suddenly, only 6 people remained that were made. Only 6 people remained of, well, around 6 crystal swords remained living, but forever forgotten. Life was destroyed. Everybody died. Whoever was left with life could not have imagined the pain that everybody must have went through. The incredibly slow speed of traveling through water was never like before either. The sadness and the acid rain on crushing everybody's soul. He thought that he could find wreckage somewhere, but all he could find were shrivels of broken down cities. Suddenly, he heard another loud, massive explosion coming from his island itself. Was the people that were left ever going to survive? The answer was no. Besides, the last person in the city survived only because of, well, not because of the water. Not everywhere could survive and get to safety in time. Weather was destroyed, and part of Shrewsbury was also destroyed. Orion, nothing. Blitz, half reflected by.
Blabble, blub, blab, blab, blab. True.
They returned
Blabble,
expecting to
blab, blab.
find more.
Blab, blab, blab,
They
blab,
resurrected,
blab, blab,
but
blab, blab. True.
nothing
Blabble.
remained of what the cities used to be. Back to the slow motion. After seeing night, that was only that night. Nothing else was to remain after this. soon the crystal people were struck. And were almost destroyed by the Lumion. Some of the miners also died. 21 remained. Half of the island on Chintinkatinha, weird name to call, but was vaporized and melted. Anything that was not a wasteland was destroyed. Well, anything that was a wasteland was destroyed. Nobody would dare go there again except me. Or everybody tried to migrate back. All that could have remained was death. Very few people managed to survive the 90% of the war, but the world had other plans. Bop, bop, bop.